Yo, what's up? It's been a while. I know. I'm going to tell you what's going on. We're also going to go over some playing cards today that I got from Cartamundi, which is a dope company out in Belgium. And I'm going to tell you about a little lecture that I have going on March 2nd. And why not even teach you a little move to control some cards? How about that? We're going to do that too, right now. Let's just go. Alright, so real quick, I just want to talk about why I haven't made a video in a while, why I've been kind of missing from the scene. For those of you who don't know, I have very serious depression. If you don't know what depression is, go look it up. It's not something that is very easily explained, but when it hits hard. And if you don't have depression, you just won't understand. But I will tell you, it's a struggle every day to kind of get up and do the things I have to do, and some days it's harder than others. Luckily, I have a really great group of people around me who constantly push me and constantly check up on me to make sure I'm not letting myself get myself down, if you know what I'm saying. So you guys know who you are. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the support and the push. But here I am. So that being said, today we're going to be going over a few decks of cards that was sent to me by Cartamundi in this nice little package here. And then I'm going to teach you a rollover control, and then we'll talk about a lecture that I have going on March 2nd. So let's get into the cards. Alright, so Cartamundi is a card company from Belgium, if you didn't know. And they make all kinds of stuff. They make Monopoly games and Uno cards and all kinds of stuff. I couldn't believe the kind of stuff that they do. I just knew they made some playing cards because they made some for my friends, which I'll show you in a second. But they do all kinds of stuff, and they're actually huge. But they also do make playing cards, and I'll show you a few of them now. These are the DMC Elite playing cards. If you don't know who DMC is, you will soon. He's got some dope stuff going on. But these cards were made by Cartamundi. Also, these are super cool. There's a cardistry deck that was released by them or by somebody else, but they were printed by Cartamundi. Look at this box, man. Come on. When have you seen a box like this? I know there's a box now that does some crazy stuff, but this was like, what? Come on. Also Cartamundi. And then there's these. These are the butterfly playing cards made by my friend Andre. And they're printed by Cartamundi also. And if you don't know the butterfly playing cards, I don't know what kind of rock you've been living under, but these things are everywhere, and Andre's been going everywhere, and he's been killing it in the game, and I'm proud of you, Andre. You're my boy. But these were also printed by Cartamundi. Now fast forward to Magic Live in 2017, and I'm sitting there in Vegas, and Andre introduces me to one of the gentlemen from Cartamundi. His name was 𝗏𝗂𝒠. And 𝗏𝗂𝒠 approaches me, and super nice guy, knows who I am already. Like, you know, I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm Max. And he's like, I know who you are. Super cool. And he hands me a bunch of these. And these were apparently only printed for Magic Live. They only made like 200 of them. And they're a little thicker than normal cards, or you know, all the cards that are coming out now with the crushed stock and everything. But they also have a unique feel, like a very linen-ish type feel, and they actually feel really nice, aside from that little bit of thickness. But even with that, they still feel really good, and I like them. I still have a bunch left that I use. So fast forward, I go to leave for Magi-Fest, and just before I leave, I get this in the mail. And I'll show you this. I haven't opened the decks yet. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're quite similar. This was like the pre-game for this, but we'll talk about that right now. Alright, so before we get to the pack of cards, I want to show you these right here, because I don't think many of you have ever gotten to see these. Like I said, these are only made for Magic Live, and there was only 200 of them made. So I want to show these to you. I don't think they even have a name, to be honest, but let's take a look at them. Okay, true linen. That's cool. Now I'm going to tell you, these cards are quite nice. They're a little thick, but they fare well. They're comfortable. They're nice to use. They're soft. They feel like they're kind of broken in already. And I'm not going to go into the colors or anything like that, because of course these will always change between decks. I do believe, once I got this package, that this was the precursor for the package that I'm about to show you right now. Now, you can't really tell, but there is like a distinct linen type pattern on here. It's printed on there. It's actually pretty cool. Now that I look at it. I haven't really looked at it before. I feel like a ghetto DJ. Yeah, so those are them. That's the design. Is, you know, nothing too fancy. Just some nice cards that they were handing out for free, which is always nice. And now we'll get into the deck that was given to me. Alright, so here it is. This is quite nice for them to send me this. You know, They didn't have to, and it's always appreciated. But I figured since they did send it to me, I'd show it to you. So, 𝐏𝐀𝐕𝐈𝐻 310. And when you open it up, you get a nice little message here. Hey X, you've been carefully selected. Jeez. And, nice little message and then a little cheers from Jeers, because, it's just awesome. So that's that. And inside, there's 2 decks of playing cards. So let's open the blue one, because I like to save the red ones for some reason. Look at that nice little package. Oh, look at that. That's cool. And let's open these up. Now, if I remember correctly, these are double sealed. So there's the box is sealed once, and then the cards are again. Yep, cards are sealed also. Actually, looks not too dissimilar. Alright, so we got going on here. These are always a pleasure to open. Yep, they still got that thickness. And, yep, oh wow, these are actually pretty cool pips. Look at that. I like this pip style. Blocky and easy to see. I like that. Double backer blank card jokers. Comes in a stack. Of course, if you don't know this stack, this is called new deck order. Whatever. Look at that. Not bad. They feel exactly. I think I was right. I think these were the precursor. Like even the design, the pattern that's printed into it, not the art, the actual linen finish looks exactly the same. Yeah, I think these were the prototype. I think this is what they made just to give out in lieu of these that were coming out. I'm not gonna say I'm impressed. Like I was impressed before. I've used these cards obviously since I got a bunch of decks from Magic Live, and they do look at how easy they faro. Just super simple, super soft, feel nice. They're a little thicker than I'd like, but if you're into those B decks or things like that, these are great. They feel like sturdy cards. They're not like the expert playing cards that feel very soapy or plasticky. These have a nice. Oh, look at that. Reversed. How'd that happen? Go check it out on my video. Wow, these are nice. Well, yeah, I don't think there's much to say about it. These have a very, I would almost want to say Hoyle feel to them. They're like broken in Hoyles, if you've ever used Hoyles, which I used to love. Oh, man, I actually do like these. If I could just have them just a little bit thinner, I would like it, but I don't think I'd have any problem using these whatsoever. The edges feel nice. They're nice and soft. There's not anything protruding. It's nice. It's a nice feeling deck. They're just good cards. I'm pretty sure if you use the DMC cards or the butterfly cards, that they have the potential to be very good cards too. So I said I'm not going to talk too much about it. I just wanted to give you a little look into this. Thank you so much, Cartamundi and Jeers, for sending me these. These are dope. I'm going to put this away and put it in my little collection there. Thank you so much. And I actually, you know what? I'm going to use these for the tutorial. So let's get into the rollover control, which would be actually something like this. So the 2 of hearts goes into the deck, and you just give it a little rollover like that, and the card goes to the top. So let's get into that right now. All right, so the rollover control is something that I originally saw a long time ago from this guy used to hang out with Magi-Fest I. If you don't know Magi-Fest I, he's a great guy. He does some really cool demoing stuff for Penguin, and he works at Tannins if you haven't been there. But yeah, I remember hanging out with him once, and he did this control, and I knew it was a control just because I knew it was a control, but I didn't really know what the hell was going on. Since then, I've seen 2 different ways of doing it. One way I don't suggest doing at all, and the other way I think is actually quite usable. So I'll show you the way that I don't like first, just to get it out of the way, and then we'll go into the way that I think is much better. Take the ace of diamonds, put it into the deck, and then you just roll over the cards like this, and it's on top. I don't really like that way. Another way I've seen it is you take the ace of diamonds, that goes into the deck, you just roll this here, and you can do this. I think these ways are quite sloppy. I don't like them too much, but I'll show you what's happening. So what you're going to do is either have the selection, whatever you want to do. If you want to have a selection or you want to have them peek a card, you need to get a pinky break above the selection. So I'll just make this the selection. I'll leave it face up so you can see it. Okay? So you're going to square everything up, and you're going to hold a pinky break. as you go to roll over the packet, what you're going to do is you're going to kick this packet. So if you just squeeze in, you see you get a step like this. Okay? If you kick over that step, the top packet will come over. And as you can see, the selection is now on top. You just roll this into the hand like this. And then you can put everything back in the original hand, and it's now controlled. Obviously you can see why I don't like this. I think the other way is better, but that's one way to do it. Like I said, I don't suggest it, but it might have its uses. So for completion's sake, I'll leave it in there. But here's the way I actually do like to do it. So same idea, card goes in, selection, however you want to do it. If you want to do one of these things, it's fine. You know, you want to dribble down to the card, show them the card, whatever you want to do. Get a break, same way as before. You're going to kick that packet over so you have a step, roll it over into the hand. The selection is now here. You're going to break this packet in half, roll this packet over, and then you're going to roll everything back, and the card is on top. So let's do that again. Okay, so you have a break. Okay, so you just come here, and it's now on top. And that's, to me, what it should look like. It should just look like you're just kind of, you know, just playing with the cards a little bit and cutting it deeper. And the way Magic used to do it was he would say, so we'll just cut the cards a little deeper and deeper into the deck, or it gets more and more lost. And to me, it did look like that, which was awesome. So one more time, card goes into the deck, square it up, kick over, roll, kick over, roll. Now this right hand is going to roll everything back into the hand, and that's it. The card's on top. So we'll do it face up. So you have the selection, kick, roll, roll, come back. Now this is going to take time to get smooth, because at first, when you first start kicking this, you may not kick over everything properly and you'll miss the break. So you just want to practice that over and over. Just at first do this. This might be a good thing. Just practice kicking cards over and rolling them over and over. It looks cool too. And if you just do it randomly, you actually are cutting the deck. So keep that in mind also. So that's a cool way to practice. That's a little control for you guys. So please enjoy practice, and let me know what you think of it in the comments below, what you would use this kind of control for maybe. Alright guys, so I hope you liked everything that you saw. You know, those are my thoughts on the cards. I'm not going to go into it any more than that. I hope you liked the tutorial that I taught on the little rollover control. Also, Friday, March 2nd, I will be at Fantasma Magic at about 7 o'clock. I'll be doing a lecture there. It's $25 at the door. I'm not in control of any of that. I think it's the SM Parent Assembly that's running it through Fantasma. So I will be there. If you want to stop by, hang out, you know, I'll be there. I'll be selling some stuff. I'll be teaching some stuff. We'll be hanging out. All kinds of dope stuff going on. And I really hope to see you there if you make it. And if not, then I'm sure I'll see you another time. But with that, you know, guys, I really appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as a side note, if you happen to know somebody with depression, don't just throw it off to the wayside. You know, it's something that's very difficult to deal with. It's something that's very difficult to explain. Any support helps somebody who's going through it. A lot of times you don't even know that person may be as depressed as you think they are. Show your support. Always tell the people you have in your life that you love them, because you never know when it'll just be gone. Something happens, accidents happen all the time. And yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. Some things have been going on, and just wanted to say that. So guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.